All right, guys, it's Donnie
and Sandra,
and we are coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, which is at the North Crest Shopping Center, and we're fixing to do a Carolina Thread Trail. And there is an REI, y'all, an REI right over here for you backpackers and hikers. And so I'm not sure, we're hoping to be able to check that out too. And so I still have a gift certificate my kids gave me that I still haven't used. And but we're right here beside Target. This is where we're parked at. We're parked beside the Target. This is where the trail begins, or this is one of the areas you can enter into the trail. This is the kiosk that they have, and now this dotted area, pretty much, let me just back up. This is where we're at. And what we're actually going to do is this portion right here. This is the portion that we're going to do. Now, if you'll notice on the screen too, I'll have what was on the Carolina Thread Trail pop up. Everywhere that's in green is what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Now, we're going to go in and we're going to come back out, which is going to be about 6 miles. 6 miles. It's 3 miles in and 3 miles out. Now, I think what they're saying is like it's 1.87
yes,
or 1.8 miles or whatever. But we're looking at this being longer than that. It's going to be longer than that. And so, but Sandra's got her clocker going on her phone, and which has been very good. I mean, it's pretty much, I mean, right on the money. And but this kiosk here, now this trail, it's going to go on further. There's different areas. And so I think if you do the exact whole thing, the entire whole thing, I think you're looking at about 10 miles.
If you do there and back, it's 4.75 miles.
Yeah.
One way.
Okay, so we're looking at about about 9.5 to 10 miles. And so, but there's neighborhoods that you can go off. There's little, areas.
Right there.
Yeah, a little restaurant. Now, also along this trail, there is an old mill, and I'm talking about they used to grind flour. And so what's it called?
A grist mill.
A grist mill. And but there's some ruins. I think that all that's left is just the foundation. It don't say it on here. It does.
Oh,
there it is right there. The Long Creek Mill ruin. And so, but we're gonna go check that out too. So that ought to be really interesting, and that's right off the trail. And so that's what I love about these trails is the history. Here we are in the city of Charlotte, and we're gonna see something that's been here since the latter, probably 1800s. And so, but at any rate, we are going to get on the trail. Have I missed anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we're gonna get on this trail and let's see what we can see. And here's a little area for wildlife. We've been told that there's a hawk that has made this area its home. The whole, during the whole walk of the trail. Hey, it looks like, Sandra, I think that's it there. Is that, I see a buzzard, but there's another one. I think that's the hawk. Yeah. It looked like that's it, but at any rate, this little area here, like a little wetland area, they kind of let these old dead trees stay up like this. Really neat. It's good for the wildlife, a good habitat for it, but it's just so amazing. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's a hawk up there. I'm probably not going to get it on camera, but what's just amazing is that here we are in the city of Charlotte, in a city, and if you wouldn't know it where I was, if it wasn't for the cars that you're hearing, you'd swear something like this I could see us being like at the coast. I mean, it's what it looks like. But you can see where woodpeckers have or something has made a little nest at the top of that little home in this tree right up here. But check it out, guys. I mean, this is just beautiful, just gorgeous. Again, right beside of a huge shopping center. Okay, we're right here at the W.T. Harris Boulevard. and we're gonna be walking right up underneath it. And I'm not sure why they got, if this is just maybe a overflow or something like that. I'm not sure what that is, but you can see where dirt daubers have made their nest and stuff. Echo! A representation of the Loch Ness Monster. What that should be. But I think what they've done is they've just covered up the graffiti through here. And yeah, you can see where some of the graffiti was up here. Cool. W.T. Harris Boulevard. All right, we're at a little junction here. We came from this way and we're going that way. And so now it does say start there's on the top of this pole here, but we've been on it for a little while. But we're gonna go through some fun facts, a little bit of fun facts, a little bit of information on this place. And so what do you have?
It says the Long Creek Greenway is 1.8 miles.
Okay.
Enjoy a 1.8 mile trek for a 3.6 mile round trip along Dixon Branch and Long Creek, where the Greenway features several bridges and boardwalks for creek views. Native plants line the banks as a result of a stream enhancement project. The mostly flat route connects several residential areas with businesses and shops near North Lake Mall. The surface varies between asphalt, concrete, and boardwalk depending on the surrounding environment. The county's Long Creek Greenway also includes a nearly 1 mile segment to the east of Dixon Branch, which is not designated as Thread Trail. The Thread Trail portion of the Long Creek Greenway uses a segment along Dixon Branch, accessing the Long Creek corridor from Northcrest Shopping Center for a total trail length of 1.8 miles. This greenway temporarily ends west of Beatty's Ford Road at Creek's I-485 overpass.
All right.
So yeah, this must be this is the segment that's the Long Creek. I'm sorry, the Dixon Branch.
Going that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's get back on it.
Yeah, Dixon Branch Greenway.
Where at?
Right there. Oh, that's what we walked was Dixon Branch.
Yeah, what it's saying is where we came from, this way here, that's the Dixon Branch Greenway, and it's saying, I guess this is a junction here for the Long Creek Greenway and the Reams Road. So I will say this, it does go off this way also some. I'm not sure how far though.
The Thread Trail.
That's not part of the Thread Trail, no, that's not. And so, and that's one thing I do need to remind everybody. What they do on these thread trails is they just take a portion. Most of the time, they're just taking a portion of a trail that already exists in trail, and they're making it the thread trail. And so, you know, that's all it is. And so, they're just taking a portion of it. And
sometimes it's the whole thing, but sometimes it's just a portion.
Yeah, most of the time it's just a portion. And so most of the time we walk way longer than what they actually have on the thread trail. Sometimes it's just because they may say it's 1 mile and we find out that the thread trail is actually 1.5 miles, or sometimes even 2 miles. Okay, there's the thread trail emblem, the Carolina Thread Trail emblem. If you see that, you know you are on the right path or the right trail. Now you'll see these little mile markers here and there, and but we got a little bench right here, a little sit down moment, and we're not going to only just sit down for a moment, but we're going to stretch and need to do some stretching. I usually will walk a mile or so in before I do any stretching to let my muscles kind of get warmed up. And so we're gonna do some stretching and take a little breather here.